Hi. So a few of you asked me how I styled this wig. When I got it, I posted an entire, I think, meltdown or something on TikTok. And so I've played around with it a little, just try and style it and just to see how I could wear it that in a way that will come off, kind of cute. So first off, I bought it and it was a little too big for my head. So I had to kind of try to size it down a little. If you want to see how I did that or how I'm gonna try and show it, I kind of sewed the wefts together, rather the spaces between the wefts together, to try and reduce that surface area, and now it fits perfectly. Like I had to do that like I think 4 maybe 5 times, 3 wefts and then 2 wefts, 2 wefts. So yeah, so I did that, and then I'll be showing how I cut the lace and how I set it in. But before I get into that, these are the products I've used to style it today. Hold on. So I have some water mixed with conditioner in this spray bottle, and then I have this gel. It's called Black Essentials non-flaking non-sticky gel. So first I just saturate it with this water with conditioner, and then afterwards, just to kind of set the curls. You use a lot of water, by the way, and like just a little conditioner, a lot more water, so you can wet it and then just add the conditioner, and then now set it with gel. If you have what do we call them, those blow dryers that have like a sort of wider surface area, you can just use it to just cramp it up a lot more and just put the waves and the curls together. And then it's gonna set like that, it's gonna dry like that. Of course you can retouch it throughout the day if you're maybe having an activity field day or something. Also, the other thing that I did was I took out a bunch of hair from the hairline. It was quite bulky. I just kind of just plucked this off. Like I just plucked away because it was looking very like blankety, like it was not. And there's some more, like there's obviously I couldn't get all of it together, but this is a lot of hair, to be honest. I plucked a lot just using my tweezers, and I feel like I might still be plucking a bit more as I proceed to just wear it and customize it and style it and just have it, so yeah. So just proceed and watch how I did the styling and the setting and all of that.
Here I'm just showing you how I sewed the wefts together, and then I just put it on as it is first, because I'd already fitted it, by the way, after doing the sewing, and now it fits just after my hairline or just before my hairline, depending on where you're looking at. And that's how you want your wig to fit, not right at the hairline and not too far ahead, which was the case prior. So here I tinted my lace a little with foundation, and then now I'm just trying to lay it down. I wanted to do a trial, sort of see how the wig looks when laid and everything. So I didn't use glue, I just did it with Got2b first. It helps, but this wig is not the glueless kind, so it doesn't have those the thick adjustable band at the back. So yeah, this install didn't really last so long. I had to touch it up like I think the next day or something, and then because I didn't band it when I was sleeping. So now I'm just trying to fix the hairline, and then started saturating the hair with conditioner and water like mad, and then combing it through. I notice when you comb it through, as you saturate it with water, it's like it spreads the water evenly. And this is a water curl wig, so you definitely have like you can play around with like liquids. I've seen some people use mousse in like other videos that I've seen, but not locally. I don't know if I've seen anyone install this locally, I mean in Kenya. So, but I'm sure mousse would work perfectly for this hair. I just don't have mousse. Then I started cutting my lace. So this was the first time ever cutting my lace, guys, and I think I did a pretty decent job. as a DIYer who has never tried this before. I've watched a ton of videos just to see how this is done and how it works. So you work in sections. You just kind of cut like towards the hairline, and then now you start trimming the hairline bit by bit. So that's what I did in all these sections, as you can see here. And just work in sections. Like, I wish I had smaller scissors or those eyebrow razors, the long ones. I've seen people use them and that they work a lot better from the recommendations. I just didn't have that. I couldn't get it in the beauty supply around me, and I just didn't feel like going far away. As you can see, the scissors were giving me a bit of a hard time, but we have to make it work. We really have to make it work. And so that's what I did. Just trimmed the lace, then eventually set or relayed the places that kind of lifted. Like I said, got to be is not like extreme glue. And this lace is quite it's not as malleable yet because it's the first time wear. And so yeah, if you have any tips on how to soften some lace, please just drop this in the comment sections. I'll be happy to try. And now I'm just kind of laying the front. Yeah, this was hard because the wig was like looking a bit bulky on the front, and I just wanted it to, so I tried everything. I tried a blow dryer, and then I went ahead and tried the like got to be with a comb, and just back and forth until it was kind of laid to, not to perfection, but to what I felt more comfortable with. I'll definitely be purchasing a hot comb soon because this is the ghetto. Like, I took so much time on this, even editing the video. I've been cutting out so many parts because I'm like, this video is gonna be half an hour long, and we're not doing that on these streets, right? So yeah, so I tried that and just tried to lay it and tried to force it and tried to kind of manipulate it. Also, it gets easier the more mkono inazoea wig na wig inazoea mkono. If you understand what that means, it gets better and it becomes a lot easier. This was just like never styled, never worn, never, so you really have to manipulate everything according to how you prefer and how you want. Like I said, it's going to be a lot easier with a hot comb. And so here we're just proceeding to just wet the hair again because we just dried everything out from the blow drying and stretched it all out again, but we want the curls to pop. So I kept doing that and then just tried to, ensure the hair looks a lot more like wet, and then continued trying to style it and manipulate it and have it lay. Like, that part was not laying. When I tell you it was hard, it really wasn't laying as flat as I'd wanted, but I gave it some time, added some got to be, kept moving around, kept combing it through. Yeah, I need a hot comb. And you do too, or you can get someone to lay it for you, someone who has like the professional tools and everything. So here I'm just trying to lay my edges. I was kind of happy with how it came off. Like I said, this was my first trial. I just so happened to record it. I hadn't installed such a wig before in my life, and I also hadn't styled it before. I was afraid it was gonna look so mature. Hiya. So now I'm just trying to like see what baby has, what parts, what Nini to do with it, to try and get it kind of look more presentable. So yeah, more blow drying and just trying to pull at it from the back to see how far it can go. Yeah, so now I started pulling out some more hair just to kind of try and make it look more, a lot less extra. I was also rushing, guys. I was rushing because I had like 1 hour to do this and then go back to what I was doing. So I was trying to make sure everything fit in 1 hour. And that's why I was so happy with the result as it came off. I know there's so many other things I would have done that would have just made it a lot easier and a lot better for me. Also, with like if I had enough time, it would have been a lot better. But then again, I was sitting there thinking, for 1700, this hair is definitely like worth more than that, from how it turned out in the end, and just how I was like manipulating it and trying to figure things out. I will definitely be laying it again, like with a hot comb, and then I'll also try to have it professionally done, and then just play around with my options and see just how good it can get. But this particular DIY really did encourage me and give me hope with this hair. And I believed in its potential. I think I was also scared because it's two-toned. I tried darkening it a little. Actually, that's a different story altogether. I think it tinted a little bit, like the maroon got just a little bit darker. But yeah, so I went and chopped off some parts of the back because I felt like it was looking awkward, just sticking out. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I chopped like a good amount of hair at the back and then just wet it completely, and then just kept back and forth really with this hair, until you find it works perfectly with your head shape and the look you're going for. Just see how laid those edges are. Imagine, for a first timer, I think this is okay. I've laid a wig before, but that was a frontal wig, not a closure, so I don't think I did bad. What do you think? Also, please subscribe if you've gotten this far, because I feel like this is a lot of talking and doing things, and and also it would help my channel a lot. Yeah, so I just went on trying to style it. Eventually I pushed some of the hair at the front and